The economic meltdown is causing personal meltdowns for college students across the country. As part of my Class in Session series, I tapped into some raw emotions from Georgia Tech students. Hey everybody, how are you? Class in Session, Georgia Tech style. Here we go. Hey, it's so good. How are you? Lord have mercy. Hi, what's your name?
Christine.
Let's have at it, all right? Class is in session. Are you angry about the circumstances that we're in now, and do you attach blame to anyone? Raw emotions here.
It doesn't just make me angry. It kind of makes me irate because after seeing so many people...
So you're beyond angry.
I am beyond angry simply because after seeing so many people in my family, friends, parents of friends, simply struggling, that have been working for countless numbers of years, simply struggling because of our economies going down. And so often, we want to play the blame game. We want to blame it on this person.
And I'm asking you to do that, yeah.
and simply, somewhat of the way you're asking, but me, I'm not at that point yet. But not just looking at me, but looking at the generations that are coming after me and looking at my little cousins and the younger people, I don't care about who caused it.
You want to move forward?
I want a fix.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
So angry. I'm a first-generation American, and so we moved here because we felt like this was the land of opportunity, and if we could make it anywhere, we could make it here. And now I'm looking like maybe I'll have a job if I move back to where my parents are originally from, you know? And that should never be somebody, we emigrated and we feel like we failed or that I might not have the possibility to succeed. That's heartbreaking, you know?
I had the same story as she does. My parents came here and they had, I think together, I heard the story like 50 times, they had about $49 in their pocket together, and now they're both making, my parents are making around 6 figures. Yeah. That's the American dream, is to come here with $50, less than $50, and to suddenly be making 6 figures.
You may not do as well as your parents.
No, and that's the unfortunate thing about it. Like my parents are honestly considering like thinking about, you know, maybe China's a good option. Because I'm from my parents.
Is that really a discussion point in your family?
Well, my dad wants to. Well, currently, like the job market with my dad, because he's an engineer, it's hard. It's really hard to actually stay up because we have, you know, all these Georgia Tech students who are, you know, up with the new information and stuff like that. They're coming in and taking the older people's jobs, and so my dad doesn't have the opportunity to actually get the job. But he's a really smart guy, and so he's considering, you know, going back to China and maybe starting up a job there, which should never be an option. He moved here in the first place to get the opportunity to raise his daughters in a good environment, in a good place, so that they can have whatever they wanted, whatever they dreamt for,
this
they can
American
have
dream.
it. Yes. So, I mean, to see it right now is almost heartbreaking.
That was my next question. How does it make you feel?
It makes me angry, and it makes me a little sad to think about it because I have, like, my parents wanted so much for me, and at times it feels like I can't deliver it because I'm here for an education. My tuition here is actually, with the Hope, is more expensive than my sister's was. And my sister is only 4 years older than I am. So
Is that pressure on you?
that's a lot of pressure on me, actually, to keep up that level of perfection that you need to have in order to make it in this country.
Now I'm angry because, you know, we're talking about we're talking about billions, maybe trillions of dollars in bailout funds, but where's that money coming from? The current generation is mortgaging our generation's future.
Yeah.
We're going to be the ones who have to pay for it. Yeah. Now, I'm not mad that we're trying to revitalize our economy. I'm mad that we have to be doing this to revitalize our economy.
There's no bailout for me if I can't pay my student loans back because I don't have a job.
Yeah, right.
I only need $100,000.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so much fun. You can hear much more from these bright future leaders. Next Friday, class is back in session, and these young people get very frank about race in America. Personal stories you won't want to miss. Again, that's next Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time.